Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping okay. It's been a little while since I read a story with you, so I'm really excited to be reading one of my favourite stories with you today. And it's called The Tin Forest, and it's written by Helen Ward and Wayne Anderson. So have a look at the front cover of this book and see if you can make a prediction what you think it might be all about. If I wanted to find some more information out about this book, where could I go? I could switch over to the back and have a look and the blurb and see what it says there. It says, there once was a wide, windswept place, but where there is a dream, hope can grow. I've not actually learned too much information about this book from the blurb. Maybe we'll find some more if we open it up and have a little look inside. So the Tin Forest. There we go. Can you see it all nicely? There we go. There was once a wide, windswept place, near nowhere and close to forgotten, that was filled with all the things that nobody wanted. Right in the middle, there was a small house with a small window that looked out onto other people's rubbish and bad weather. Oh dear, it looks like a miserable place to me. What do you think? Would you like to live in a place like this? I don't think so. It reminds me of a tip, or like a tip where you take all your rubbish. Maybe it's there to be recycled. They might reuse it for something. In the house lived an old man. Every day he tried to tidy away the rubbish, sifting and sorting, burning and burying. And every night the old man dreamed. Look at that illustration just there, isn't it beautiful? So if I can just turn this laptop a little bit, there we go. He dreamed he lived in a jungle full of wild forest animals. There were colourful birds, tropical trees, exotic flowers, toucans, trees, frogs, and tigers. Wow, that looks like such a vivid dream. But when he woke, his world outside was still the same. How do you think he's feeling there? He's woken up, he had all those beautiful dreams about that beautiful place, and he woke up to his miserable home where he had all rubbish outside. It was in a tip. He looked quite disappointed to me, a little bit depressed, really upset. One day, something caught the old man's eye. An idea planted itself in his head. The idea grew roots, sprouted, feeding on the rubbish. It grew leaves. It grew branches. It grew bigger and bigger. Under the old man's hand, a forest emerged. So emerged means it came out from nowhere. A forest made of rubbish. A forest made of tin. It was not the forest of his dreams, but it was a forest just the same. I'll show you that illustration just there. What things can you spot in this man's forest? What's the forest made out of? Can you see? Then one day, across the windswept plain, the wind swept a small bird. The old man spilled crumbs from his sandwiches onto the ground. The bird ate the crumbs and perched to sing in the branches of a tin tree. But the next morning, the visitor was gone. All day, the old man walked through the silence, and his heart ached with emptiness. Wow, what a lovely phrase. His heart ached with emptiness. So he's got a really sad feeling inside because he's so lonely and it's so empty in that forest. That night, by the moonlight, he made a wish. In the morning, the old man woke to the sound of birdsong. The visitor had returned, and with him, his mate. The birds dropped seeds from their beaks. Soon, green shoots broke through the earth. Can you see what's starting to happen now? The bird dropped some seeds into the forest, and it looks like there's some little flowers growing. Are they metal flowers like before, out of rubbish? Something far more beautiful is happening, isn't it? Time passed. Soon the song of the birds mingled with the buzzing of the insects and rustle of the leaves. Small creatures appeared creeping amongst the jungle of the trees. Wild animals slipped through the green shadows. Oh, wow, isn't it starting to look fantastic now? And there we go. There was a forest near nowhere and close to forgotten that was filled with all the things that everyone wanted. And in the middle was a small house and an old man who had toucans, tree frogs, tigers, all in his garden. And that's the end. So, although at the start of the story, the man was feeling really upset and lonely and sad because where he was just wasn't very happy at all. But he really, really wanted it to change, and he wished and he dreamed. And luckily, it all started to change. And he went from being really upset to actually being incredibly happy and quite joyful, wasn't he? And that just goes to show that even though sometimes things might not always go the way that you want them to be, and you might think, oh, I'm really fed up, I'm really, really don't like that, they can change and they will change and things will get better. So I hope you like that story, guys, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.